everyone, and welcome back to Prehistoric Nature. Now, we will resume the herd's great migration, where we find them sleeping under a log with a minimum protection from sight. And this will allow me to discuss that I don't know where they're migrating. The northern part of the island seems just like an endless trail. We have not explored it enough to know if there is a great plain for them to be going or a tall mountain for them to be hiding. This is not hopeful, and neither is the fact that their predators are unknowingly close. This is George the Gorgosaurus from the last episode. He's growing impatient. He does not normally wait this long. Normally he would have already struck, taken one of them down, and forced the rest to run. But he knows there are other predators around. And if he jumps out, they will too. We find the herd traveling near a river. Rivers lead to lakes, and lakes are easy drinks, good defense position against predators that might want to harm them while they try to drink. However, it is very muddy. Making it harder for the little ones, but they carry on nevertheless. But Ash and Scarlet are getting ahead by a long bit. Greenleaf is trying to tell them to slow down, but I don't think they can hear her. Pint, though, being little, he's still going on strong, hitting the ground with all his might, digging in the water, living. He digs in the water for a bit, and lays down to take a drink. But just as he is, Mossy tells him to keep moving, leaving our little champion thirsty. This has also been hard on Molly. She's getting old. Not too old for mating, but stiff. She is not made for these great migrations anymore. She never was. She never will. At the very back, we find Nadessa, the Dinosaurus, trying to stay close, but also trying to protect the little ones. If they die, it'll weaken their numbers, increase the possibility of a raid. Finally, at last, the herd has found a lake. camera can't pick them up the best. Let us move in close. We find the little ones at a smaller outcome, drinking. While trying not to get in too much, as they are both very afraid, as the things we still have nowadays, called water snakes. The little one is having trouble with the mud. He digs it out of his way. We find Greenleaf and Odessa sitting at the high ground. They have the best eye. And Odessa for her paranoia of the Sarcosuchus, or Caprasuchus, or a Dinosuchus being in the water, a water predator. She would hate to go out that way in a mud hole. But they don't know something is stalking them. This is Navy. He is a full-grown Drythosaurus, armed with razor-sharp claws, strong jaws, and knife and needle teeth. The strong, muscly legs were great for running, and a sleek build means he was made for speed. And he has developed spikes along his back, giving him a defense, and spikes along the side of his tail for an extra offense. He is waiting patiently, for he has already feeded. He is only observing their herd, and he does not know if he will hunt them yet. We have the bull male and the bull female drinking at a more flat area. But the bull female will not just duck down. He's going full in, getting a little wetter than the others, but easier to drink. Then gets back out. Then we find Kent, the bull male, and the bull female. Both of them are the older ones, not the new ones, at a beached area. The bull male has been waiting to take a bath, as he is filthy, and he hates that. It gives away his camouflage in the rocks. So he jumps right in. Inside the water, he tries to find a deeper spot. Kent sees him and can't wait to join him. Kent cannot go any deeper. He's too small to. So, sadly, he has to stay up on the shore. But it is not sad. In fact, slowly, from it just being an inconvenience, the bull male is sinking into the mud at the bottom. But it goes from an inconvenience to his entire feet being embedded in the mud. The bull male is sinking, and he is now on a climb clock as his head is underwater. Mossy runs over, tries to use her strong tail to pull him out. She hooks onto one of his spikes and pulls. But no luck. Then she stomps in, trying to dig, but almost finds herself joining him, but barely is able to get out. He is stuck, and she's not strong enough to pull him out. He's running out of oxygen, too. sinking deeper and deeper in the mud. If his head ducks down for good, that means that he has given up. Mossy makes way. Greenleaf, with her long tail, will try to hook him and free him, same as the other spike tail, but now more like a rope. She hooks around one of his legs, but cannot pull him free. Next, she will try to wrap around her neck around one of the spikes and bite down. This does not work either. The bubbles are coming up slower now. His time is running thin. But then the alpha spots something and gives a distress call. It is Navy. He has come out. He is watching still, but getting awfully closer than he was before. This is nerve-wracking. Kint, being smaller and maneuverable, is going to overgrow his fear of the water. He's going to use his tail to dig the way out, as he can get down into the mud, see the foothold, and get the stego out. That would take ages, and Kint already from just that feels the mud is strong. He's already tired. And the bull male is about ready to give up. The bull male, finally, after watching his mate fail, and the Apatosaurus fail, and his the new animal he almost treated as a son fail, he dips his head in defeat, but then looks up in amazement. Suddenly turns and looks. It's a Parasaurolophus, and she's running in, knocking the others out of the way. She quickly uses her hammer-like head and grips onto him, pulls, and then finally she gets him free of the mud. He flips up and comes out. He's now soaked, covered in mud, but hey, he's alive. But that is not the only bad thing about to go for these majestic animals. An unknown visitor has come to sea. It is a sea slug that somehow has made it, a giant one, somehow made it to this lake. It has survived, and it is surprised that the invaders managed to slip out before sinking to their demise. On the other side, we find Sarah, Loftus, and Sunny waiting for their bull female friend to come over and come back to their herd. And suddenly, George, the Gorgosaurus, has found the paras and the rest of the herd after stalking them here. after he's done, Sarah is almost dead. Loftus, complete terror of his mate's destruction, he accidentally stumbles over her when he looks at the Gorgosaurus and stumbles over her, falling, tumbling into the river. With the waterfall coming up, I don't think there's much hope. Trying to hold on. Then Loftus knocked out, stuck on the waterfall, not all the way down, but hitting his head on the tree branch, just knocked him out, leaving only Sophie left. That was exactly who George wanted to get alone. Sophie, after dodging the Gorgosaurus, has knocked him into the water, knocking off a surprise attack while knocking him into a state of rage. It appears they will have to do combat. Sophie makes her move. Hammering the Gorgosaur in the face. Knocks the winds out of him. It fractured one of his teeth. It made him bite down on his tongue. As you can see, it made him bleed. The bite will continue. Sophie is knocked on the ground. The Gorgosaur throws her over. She's in the river, but somehow does not slip. But the Gorgosaur is playing an extra dirty trick. Using his massive weight against her, Sophie's being held down, her lungs crushing themselves by the foot is crushing down on her chest, squeezing ribs, breaking and squishing her lungs. Sophie coughed up a bit of blood. But then uses her hammerhead and her body to knock over the Gorgosaurus. He slowly gets up. The Gorgosaur's rage and clumsiness gives Sophie an idea. Zoe, knowing it's her only way to win, She quickly darts into position. She's now standing in the lake, but on some leaves so that she won't sink. And the Gorgosaurus charges. The Gorgosaurus has fallen on a sharp plant, spike in the rock, and in the water. He cannot swim. This dooms him. After the fight, the unknown predator stalks and is impressed.